The following podcast has been brought to you by Audible.com. Sign up now using the URL audibletrial.com/TTV to get a free audiobook of your choosing. We recommend Brick by Brick, How LEGO Rewrote the Rules of Innovation and Conquered the Global Toy Industry. You may recognize this as one of the sources we use in our show, Bionicle Autopsy. Remember, that's audibletrial.com/TTV. Enjoy the show. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sync. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to TTV Talks. I'm Barteran.
I'm Messinek.
I'm LJ.
And I'm A6 Trooper.
How are you guys doing this week?
Doing pretty good. Recently, not too long ago, like a few months ago, the Naruto manga ended. And I guess, for whatever reason, I felt nostalgic this week, and I've been sick. So, had the day off, and decided to sit home and catch up on some Naruto anime. And relive my childhood youth. And there is something that I have learned about this anime in particular.
That it's very, very unnecessarily long.
Wow.
Yeah. Basically, yes. It's like, per episode, it's like 20 minutes of absolute fluff. They sit there and they talk.
Question.
There's this one, what?
Is it better or worse than Dragon Ball Z?
Oh my god, it's so much better than Dragon Ball Z. Don't even get me started. Dragon Ball Z
is like the definition of just everyone dying, everyone coming to life, and just making it go as long as possibly can.
Hours upon hours of nothing but talking. That is Dragon Ball Z.
It's also the
They don't even talk. They don't even talk. They just sit there and they like charge up and yell for like 20 minutes.
I never understand how people get so much time to watch these really, really, really long animes. Like, all the animes that I've watched are usually just like 13 or 26 episodes.
I mean, it's a bit different nowadays, but like back when Dragon Ball Z was like super popular and like airing on cable, it was like a 1 week thing. So people would like get up, or not get up, they'd stay up because Toonami was late at night. And they'd sit there and they'd wait for the newest episode of Dragon Ball Z to come on, and then they'd get 30 minutes of
and they loved it.
That was
and
me.
It was completely different.
Hey, time for next week.
I was one of those kids. It was pretty
Next week,
infuriating.
Dragon Ball Z.
But how?
And then they
Will
took
Goku defeat Frieza?
How
Who
can they
knows?
show that stuff
We don't
on TV?
know yet.
It is very violent and has a lot of blood.
Okay, well that's the thing about the U.S. Okay, we're like backwards from everywhere else. We are completely okay with violence to the point where it's just like ridiculous, but then when there's like anything involving like nudity, we're like, oh my god, no, do not show. So,
Is there
Ron,
some
12 out of
sort
10.
of nudity in Dragon Ball though? Because I know like the first comic book shows nudity in it, but there's no.
yeah, there's a little bit of nudity in Dragon Ball Z. Anyway,
Yeah.
what I was thinking about Naruto though.
I was thinking about Naruto. And
Yeah,
Did he
what I was
still-
saying about Naruto though, it's
do they
like
still throw those knives?
they do throw the knives.
Is it Naruto or Naruto?
It's both.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I say Naruto, but a lot of people say Naruto.
Have you seen the German
fair enough.
opening of Naruto Var?
X?
Finish.
Slap you.
Finish what you're trying to say.
Okay.
Anyway, there's this arc where like the main villain of Naruto, like Orochimaru, like comes
Spoilers.
out and that's not a spoiler. He's the main villain.
What if you don't
The
know
main
who
villain
the villain is?
Orochimaru comes and attacks the Hokage guy, who's like the village king or whatever. That battle, I kid you not, that battle takes 5 episodes.
What?
Well, I mean, it's not really.
Only 1 episode are they actually fighting. The rest of like the 4 episodes, they are just standing, like doing this like hugging formation.
What?
They've got both of each other in like a grapple, and they're stuck like that for 4 episodes. And then they spend all 4 episodes talking.
See, that doesn't surprise me because I watch One Piece. And that kind of stuff. There's a lot of fluff in that series, too.
Matt, so
One Piece
let's
is another
be
one of
honest.
those oddly long animes.
See, One Piece, sure, it does have a lot of fluff because I watch it too. But at least there's a lot of action. There's constantly something going on. The characters are always fighting someone. They're always getting ready for a fight. There's very little sit and talk
Filler?
time. and more. Well, there's
Fair
filler.
enough.
There's a lot of filler in
Well,
One Piece.
There's
basically
a
the
lot of
entire
filler.
season is like ish based on filler because it's just based on so many different stories and different
I
things
think, like,
for every episode.
I think, like, for Naruto, the first season, not Shippuden, but just the original Naruto anime, 40% of it is canon. The rest of it is all filler.
I think One Piece has a greater
the
margin.
king of filler
Wow.
though is still Bleach. I think like only 50 episodes of Bleach is actually relevant.
Okay, yeah, Bleach is pretty bad.
They
Aren't
have
Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece like the trio of the overly long?
in the
Yeah,
United
they're like-
States.
Yeah, but One
yes.
Piece has like a
Yeah,
thing
in the US,
with
so-
just going on till eternity. Like, how have you watched all One Piece, Meso?
None Piece.
Yes, I have.
That's actually the abridged. I watched. The
Yeah.
abridged
And we
Yeah.
have watched that. We have
Amazing.
watched One
None
Piece.
Piece is great.
Any of you ever watched an anime, but you just don't know why you watched it?
What does that
Yes.
mean?
Yes, no,
Yes.
I know exactly
You just
what he
accidentally
means.
watched an entire anime.
That's
for no
that's
reason.
how I felt when I watched High School of the Dead.
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
but
Yeah.
High School Today is just.
No,
I watched that expecting like a cool like high school themed anime or like zombie anime, I guess.
Watched
Was
Walking
surprised to
Dead
find out
anime?
it wasn't serious at all. It was basically just an excuse to give fan service. So
Did I ever watch an anime accidentally? Well,
at one point I was just like, this is stupid and I don't want to watch it anymore. So I just
there was
stopped.
this one time that I was browsing YouTube and I came across an anime and it was like a full compilation into one video. So I watched it and then my browser froze, so I couldn't X out. So I accidentally sat through the whole thing.
How do you
it
do
didn't
that?
happen, but I'm
How you
joking.
do?
No, I
You're
never.
joking.
No, I never accidentally watched anime. All
So
that
why
anime
would you
is-
waste time? Okay.
All right,
I'm being
I
joke.
can take the
The very few animes that I've seen have either been recommendations from a friend, like LJ usually recommends me stuff like Gurren Lagann, stuff that's popular that I should watch, but I would have never done it without a
Gurren
testimonial from somebody, or shows I watched when I was younger on Toonami. That's pretty much it. I still have not seen some things like Attack on Titan.
But the reason why I brought that up, though, is... I'm sorry, did I interrupt you?
X, all
No,
you
I'm
do
fine.
is interrupt. But continue.
I know, but that's why but... Because I just wanted to say this one thing. I really need to say it. I watched an anime, and I still don't know why I did, and it's called I My Knee Strawberry Eggs. Do you have any idea what that?
That sounds
what that anime is?
no. That
Do you
sounds
have any idea what that is about?
that sounds really familiar. What is it?
It is an anime about a gym teacher that really wants to work in a school, but the school only accepts females, girls, all that. So he dresses up in drag to attend to the school, and that's all this entire anime
You watched
is about.
this?
And I watched the entire thing, all seasons, and I
How long
don't
was
know
it?
why. There's
How
nothing.
long was it?
I don't remember. I think it might have only been like at least 26 episodes or something like that. Like, not that long.
Okay,
How did they even stretch a plot out of that?
I mean, there's a lot of animes that are only like I said animes, but I'm pretty sure the plural is anime. But there's a lot of anime that
Biology.
only has a few episodes that don't run that long. There's a lot of like Gundam OVAs that are really really short but really really good.
I mean, let's be honest. The
yeah.
standard length for an anime is about 25, 26 episodes.
Yeah,
if
they don't-
not less.
They don't usually run
No.
as long as like One Piece and all that, like all the shonen stuff.
One Piece. Oh my goodness. One Piece has been running for
Very true.
15, 16 years right now.
Yeah,
Like,
they
to its
just
credit,
recently
though-
reached the halfway mark.
Yeah.
Oh my
like
gosh,
a year or two ago.
that's insane.
Yeah.
Anyone ever watch Code Geass?
Yes! Yes, I've seen Code Geass. Both seasons. Code Geass is
I always
fantastic. Because I was
pronounce it
looking
Code
around.
Geese.
Code Geass.
It is
And
like
yeah, I was talking to some fans in a Skype chat we had at one point. I was like, man, I really want to see. I'm not a mech person. I'm not a mech anime person. There's only one mech anime that I've ever watched and really enjoyed, and that was Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. And one of our friends recommended
Not a
Code
Gundam fan?
Geass. Why now?
Not a Gundam fan.
No, not particularly.
I'm
I don't
not really into the mecha either, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that Code Geass is a mech anime. I wouldn't, categorize it as that. But I just need to say that.
Our fan
go
did. Our fan did, and he said, yeah, try this out. You might like it. And I watched it. Boy, that was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Second season, not so much, but the first season, it's really good because it's kind of this... How do I put this? It's a little bit like a detective show, but a mech show at the exact same time.
Yeah, there's a lot of mystery, and there was with all the military tactics, and all of that was very, very interesting. And they just blow everything out of proportion with just big battles in the next season, which takes away what people enjoyed about it. That's why everyone says that season 1 is the coolest.
So I guess you could say that it's a demective show.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've seen a lot of different anime. I think I've seen the most different shows out of everyone here. Heaven's Lost Property, Soul Eater, and Soul Eater Not. Code
I've
Geass.
seen Soul Eater. Soul Eater was incredibly disappointing. Okay, yeah. I love the art style for Soul Eater. Okay, I'm gonna get that out of the way. I got into that show and I watched it with a close friend of mine. And it was super awesome. Love the art style. I love the action and everything. And then I started to notice the typical shonen tropes of the villain just kind of coming back more powerful than before, or people just kind of it started to lose that sense of danger. Everyone seemed to kind of just be super powerful and take hits like they were nothing.
Which anime is it?
Soul Eater.
Soul Eater. And then, and then they revealed this cool, really, really cool villain dude that was awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna get really, really cool. And then instead of actually following up with that plot line, they skip ahead to some other villain, like this spider lady who was completely irrelevant to the plot. And I was just
spoiler.
I was just yeah, this is losing me now.
They did.
What happened to the first villain?
The thing with that, I read up about that. This is a common issue with a lot of different anime that's adapted.
Okay, yeah, because this is different than the manga.
Yeah, because the anime was Soul Eater ran for 51 episodes, and it could have ran for double that length had they just put in a little bit of filler, stretch it out, maybe taken a break, and then just continued on the manga
filler?
path. Yeah, that's why they add filler.
Ever
so
done
they don't
that.
have to. Yeah, they add filler so they don't have to stop, wait, and then restart, and it loses interest in the viewer base.
It's when they catch up to the manga and they don't want to just stop and wait for a new chapter to come out, so they go ahead and add a new episode or something that's not canon.
Yeah. A couple of other good ones. A funny one was Baka and Test. A lot of people have referenced that in our comments, saying, "Oh, Baka and Test, that's a really funny one." It's it's your typical school one, but it's humorous if you like that.
Every anime is somehow about school. Somehow.
Well, except for one. There are a few that aren't.
There's a lot of them that aren't about school.
Yeah, Steins Gate. Steins Gate was really good.
Oh, I watched Steins Gate. It's my favorite anime.
Yeah, Steins Gate is fantastic.
I'm kind of sad you're not into Gundam though, LJ. Although to be fair, Gundam can get kind of overly serious at times to the point of it being pretentious. So I can kind of see how people wouldn't like it. But I'm
the only Gundam show I ever saw was one with chibi Gundams.
Gundam SD.
Yeah.
What?
I remember that show. I remember being really little and going to daycare and just being so disappointed because I got out of daycare 30 minutes after the show would air. And it was my favorite show ever. So it was really disappointing. It was awesome being sick and I got to stay home and watch it though. But,
Wow.
I don't even remember being a fan of it. I just saw it on and I was like, this looks cool. It's robots. And then I never actually watched an actual
I really
Gundam
can
show.
never get into the robot thing because I just know how clunky and unnecessary there is to just ever have a machine.
I mean,
that is
yeah,
a giant robot.
Fair enough, especially when you got your kind of classic Gundam stuff, but then you've got what was the recent one I saw? Gundam 00, where the Gundams are really, really cool and streamlined looking, and it seems like they would definitely be able to handle well within a battle. Although, yeah, it does seem kind of unnecessary to have giant robots fight.
With the majority of anime, you really have to be gone with your suspension of disbelief.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of stuff in it.
That's why I like One Piece. From word go, One Piece expects you to cast away your suspension of disbelief. And once you do that, you're fully able to accept all 1,000 plus, I'm sure, by the end of it, episodes of craziness.
Yes.
All of the episodes of One Piece I've seen, that was a very, very silly show.
It is incredibly silly, but that's what makes it enjoyable. You just enjoy it or you don't. That's it. It's very rarely ever serious. It's just fun.
It's entertainment.
Kind of.
Although it can be serious at times.
It can be serious.
One of the One Piece tropes I don't mean to talk about Lego on TTV Talks, but on One Piece there's a common issue of having the devil fruits. There's a devil fruit for every power imaginable, no matter how bizarre or crazy it may be. And then with Bionicle, I've noticed, I'm fearing they're gonna go that route with the golden mask of the skull spiders and stuff. It's there's a certain level of contrivance. There's a level of contrivance in One Piece where there's every random person who has a random ability. There's a fruit for it. But I like One Piece.
Yeah.
One Piece.
I love the fruit thing, though. It's a very funny gimmick to just give people powers.
Yeah.
Favorite anime? That is a tough question.
I can already tell you I don't have a favorite anime.
Yeah, because I really can't just because there's so many different things. I like this for this and this for this.
Yeah, it's kind of a really wide topic. It's kind of like asking what's your favorite song?
Yeah.
Anime isn't a genre. Anime is an entire medium. Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, that is true.
Which one you like a lot, I guess.
The trifecta, my favorite three animes from three very distinct styles and subgenres of anime.
Yeah, you can't really pick one, because then that defines all of what you like anime, and that there's no anime that can probably do that unless you only watch high school anime or something like that.
My top three from each genre are One Piece, Gurren Lagann, and Clannad. Both represent one certain anime archetype, and I like all three of them for different reasons.
I don't even think I can pick a top three. So
I probably can. Gurren Lagann is up there. That's one of the really good ones. Steins Gate, that's really good.
If I were to try and pick something, it'd just be things that I've seen.
Steins Gate is amazing.
It'd just be things that I've seen recently. So it'd be like Attack on Titan and Naruto and stuff. But it's I know that's not my actual favorite anime, because I've seen plenty. It's just those are the ones that are fresh in my mind. But I know I really liked
Pandy and Stocking.
I really liked Unicorn Gundam, and wow, that was a weird show. Speaking of weird, Kill la Kill was also really weird.
Okay, I did not like Kill la Kill. I could not watch that show.
What?
That's by the same same people behind Gurren Lagann, right? Okay.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Who here has seen FLCL?
I have seen a little bit of Fully Cooley, but not a lot.
That show was weird.
That was a weird show.
A lot of.
That's probably the weirdest anime I've ever seen. It was 6 episodes.
Var, the reason I think that I'm not into mecha anime is probably because when I was really young, a lot of time I'd occasionally see on TV certain anime. Like one time there was a mecha anime. One time there's Inuyasha. I couldn't stand either because even when I was that young, I didn't like the grainy animation style. I didn't know anything different, but for some reason I still just did not like that older, grainy animation. Inuyasha, I couldn't stand it. For some reason,
that's kind of a weird reason to hate mecha anime, though, because all anime.
I don't hate
mecha
anime. That's the thing. I don't hate it at all. I'm just.
Hate's a strong word.
It does not grab me.
Because of the grainy animation.
Well, that's the thing. For some reason, it just off-put me when I was really young, especially Inuyasha. I couldn't stand Inuyasha.
Inuyasha's not a mecha anime.
Well, I know. I'm not saying that it is. I'm giving something to you to compare.
I'm so confused.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
I don't know what
just
else
saying
is
it's
going on about.
It's a little weird comparison.
All right.
But I understand
here.
what you're saying.
Yeah. When I was young, there were 2 primary anime on at the time. A bunch of different mecha anime and an Inuyasha. All the mecha anime I saw was not very interesting, and the animation was really grainy and in that weird valley. It was trying to be hyper realistic, but wasn't quite making the mark. Do you know what that is?
I think you're probably thinking of really older Gundam series.
I am.
'Cause
That's the thing.
I can't think of any recent ones that are like that.
Well, that's the thing. After seeing that when I was really young, I have never had any vested interest in any mecha anime. Granted, I don't despise it. It's not like I'll never watch any. I watch.
I mean, isn't Gurren Lagann?
Gurren Lagann and whatnot.
So yeah, that's a mecha
Gurren
anime.
Lagann is a mecha anime. That's the thing.
And then didn't you say Code Geass was?
Yeah, Code
mecha?
Geass is too.
Okay, and then
It is ish.
I'm not-
I know Evangelion doesn't really have a real hyper realistic style, or well, I guess it just sort of have grainy animation.
I love Evangelion.
I've
so
never
great.
seen Evangelion.
It is a definition of just. It's very big in the anime world, but it's a very controversial anime because some people will hate you when they say that you like it. Some people,
Yeah, there are a few interesting parts
it
about
is
that show.
very controversial when it comes to opinions of the anime. I personally very much like it, but it is indeed the most confusing thing I've ever encountered in an anime, and that says quite a lot considering what anime is. So, yeah. Because I'm not even going to get into it. I'm just going to say I like it. I watched it when I was young.
I like the way the
watched it.
robots are designed.
They're
It's about
not. I can't spoiler though, but
yeah.
They're not.
things.
Yes,
Things.
yes.
Yes.
But X, they are things. What do you do? Do go on. Do elaborate. I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
Okay, spoiler alert if you have not watched Evangelion. It comes now. 3, 2, 1. This is,
What on
and
earth?
because of this,
Okay.
when they pilot these mechs, whatever happens to them, they can feel as well. So, if they sort of just fall on a building,
Yeah,
That's gonna hurt
yeah.
them.
It's like the nerves.
That sounds very creative.
are kind
yeah.
of conjoined.
But that's enough about Evangelion.
I mean, that
but-
happens with a lot of mecha anime though. Like that happens in Gundam. If your Gundam gets hit, you feel the pain as well. So I mean,
Really,
for
that's a
certain,
very, very huge design flaw.
for certain ones,
Yeah, let's not look into that.
Because like Gundam has this thing where they've got like different sort of universes or timelines all kind of connected to each other. So
What, like comic books?
yeah, actually, comic books would be a really good
Sort of, yeah. Just
comparison
Marvel.
because you've got certain series within Gundam that are absolutely not connected whatsoever, aside from just being called Gundam and having robots. So you've got different timelines that are set in different worlds, sort of. But
But are the robots actually called Gundam? Is that their name?
It depends on which series you're watching. Sometimes,
fair enough.
the robots themselves, all the robots are called mobile suits, depending on the show you're watching. And the one that, like the one on the cover art that's piloted by your main hero is typically called Gundam. Like Gundam is like the model number of it.
Okay.
But then like for Gundam 00, you've got all the the white styled mobile suits that are like cool with like the big yellow ornamental headband things. Those are called Gundams, whereas everything else are just called mobile suits.
Why is it called Gundam, though?
What?
Why is it called Gundam? Because when you look at the guns, you go, damn, Gundam. Yeah.
X, I'm gonna punch you.
I don't even know, man.
I don't even know if I can censor that.
Don't even bother.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I should. But anyway, so yeah, that's that. You know, I mentioned that Soul Eater disappointed me. You want to know another like shonen that disappointed me a lot?
Go for it.
Bleach.
Everything.
Bleach disappointed me so much. That show had
Is it over?
No, I don't think it's over. I think it's still going. That is a show that really, really captivated me at the start and instantly lost my attention. Because the thing that I really liked about Bleach was that it kind of did this whole thing that Attack on Titan's doing now, where you've got these like giant monsters that are kind of attacking this place, and then you've got these heroes that are meant to hunt down these monsters and kill them, right? That is such a cool concept to me, and especially the fact that only the heroes, the Shinigami, can see them, and no one else can. That makes the hollows that much scarier to me. So that concept of like the Shinigami going and hunting down the hollows was really, really cool. But after like the first few like episodes, that whole concept is completely dropped. And it just becomes Shinigami versus Shinigami, or Shinigami versus Hollow mixed with a Shinigami, and it was just like person versus person. And that's so typical. That's what I see in every shonen anime. So it was like I would have rather have seen the guys fighting these monsters instead, because that was a more gripping concept to me than your average guy versus guy. Guy powers up, the other guy powers up, and then they fight each other for 20 minutes.
I guess it's another good thing about One Piece. From what Meso and I have seen, One Piece has never really lost its main focus.
Oh yeah, they stay hyper-focused throughout that whole show. Find One Piece, which is the treasure. And the only reason the series goes on so long is...
Spoiler!
But the theme of the show is they have these compasses, which they have to... It's really tough to explain to someone that hasn't seen it. They're trying to track down where the treasure is, and every time they go to a new island, they have to reset their compass, and it takes a certain amount of time to do, which is why they're stuck on the islands for so long.
That's a very good justification, though, to do, like, different locations.
Overly long arcs.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of overly long arcs and a lot of cool
sure.
locations. Also, I just looked it up. Apparently, Bleach is over. The last episode.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Or at least,
what? Wow.
At least the last episode of season 16.
Oh.
The anime. I don't know about the manga. But
the manga is gonna go run forever.
Last episode aired a while ago.
Oh.
In,
March 27th,
2012.
Interesting.
Wow.
Can I just...
I didn't realize it ended.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, Naruto's ended, hasn't it, now?
Well, the anime hasn't ended yet. The funny thing about Naruto is the manga just ended, and the anime is still catching up because there was so much filler. They took a lot of their time kind of moving on to the Shippuden arc. So they still have a lot of catching up to do. But an interesting thing about the manga and the anime is that they're so tied together that they're releasing these new movies for Naruto. I think one was just released for Naruto called The Last Naruto the Movie or whatever. And the thing about this, because Naruto's had movies before, but the thing about these movies is that they're actually canon, so they actually continue the story from where the manga left off. So while the manga has ended, the actual canon story is continuing, and Masashi Kishimoto, which is the guy behind Naruto, obviously, is directly involved with the new movies coming out. So I thought that was really, really cool. So technically, while Naruto has ended, it's still continuing in a sense.
Wow.
And One Piece just chugs along, being One Piece. It's funny that we have, in the States, there's this whole big three, Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. In Japan, it's just One Piece.
Yeah. Also, Bleach, the manga, is still ongoing.
See, that was a manga I really just wanted to kind of stop. They just kept...
I think we...
Every arc was just the bad guy leveling up more. I did not like that show.
So, real quick, we should probably wrap up around this time. We could go on forever talking about the manga aspect of things, because I do also read a little bit of manga. Let's give our recommendations, anime recommendations, viewers.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. My God, yes.
Here's my recommendation. Ruby. Best anime ever.
No, you shut
anime.
up. Shut up right now.
Let's not even get into that argument about what makes an anime and what doesn't.
All right, Avatar.
I would classify Avatar as an anime, even if it wasn't Japanese made.
All right, I'm very glad we're ending this episode very soon.
Speaking of Avatar, we're gonna talk about that another time.
Yeah.
Here's my recommendation for anime. Go watch DBZ Abridged.
All right, no.
No.
It's a good thing we're ending.
Yes.
This might cut out.
God, X, you're ruining it all.
It's okay. It's okay. X, try again. What were you saying?
I recommend Code Geass. Did I cut out?
Okay.
Yes, you did.
No, you're good.
Yes.
You came across.
And no, I think that's it. Actually, a lot of all of them are like very
Alright. Of
tailored
course.
to.
Yeah.
And Steins Gate, yeah.
I'm going to
Okay.
cry.
So I have a bunch.
Did I cut out?
Yes!
Yes. What do you recommend, LJ?
Did they?
God! Why are you killing the show?
My name is Trooper, and I just got fired.
LJ, what are your recommendations?
No, I think we'll just put them in the description.
What do you
But-
recommend viewers as your favorite anime? Or, like,
Let's-
to
I'm going to-
The
let's
one
just
DBZ
end
abridged.
here.
It's funny. Okay. See you guys
watch
next
One
week.
Piece.
All right,
Yeah,
fine.
One
Okay,
Piece
fine,
too.
fine. We're gonna end here because you guys are awful. But anyway,
Okay.
thank you to Awesomeness Born for submitting this topic. I'm sure some other people also submitted the topic in the comments of the YouTube videos. But,
Also, do you want more anime episodes? Woo!
oh man, you are so fired.
Oh.
Rip in peace, X.
We're gonna have a serious,
Really well.
serious talk
Rip
after
and
this.
pepperoni.
TTV Talks about firing hosts.
But yeah, this was anime. Thanks once again to Awesomeness Born for submitting that topic on the TTV Message Boards. And thanks to anyone else who might have posted this topic in the comments for the videos below. I'm Barteran.
I'm messing up.
I'm LJ.
And I am definitely fired.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Bye. Rip in peace, X. We knew you.
Ah, Ruby and Peace.